Welcome, I'm the DeadwoodJedi. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. I've got my Hobbit cup with smog on it. Gotta love that. Got my coffee this morning, that's the point. We're on the free-to-play. We're on the road to Ultra Nightmare. It is day 8, I want to say. Yep. The morning after the day of day 8, so we're almost to day 9 right now. And yeah, it's funny. Just kind of figuring out what to talk about today, and you know, I want to show you guys my progress because I had a lot of progress again today. And that's I kind of don't even want to talk about that. It's not even like the big thing for me today, I guess. But yeah, let's recap a little bit of what I was able to do yesterday. Obviously, I'm still trying to like push dungeons and things like that, right? So you know, nothing crazy going on, but you know, I am at stage 8 on Spider, on stage 12 on Dragon. What is it? Stage 10 on Ice Golem, and you know, stage 10 is a really nice threshold because that gives you 4 and 5-star gear only, which is really helpful. I'm stage 8 on Fire Knight, and basically at this point, I'm actually pretty early on. If it's not, you know, 4-star, at 4-star is like the minimum piece I want at this point. And I'm pretty comfortable having 4-star pieces. I just don't have any other options, right? But I don't want anything less than that. I don't want any 3-star pieces at this point. It's not going to carry well. I'm going to, you know, be stronger than that way too fast. So it doesn't matter. Let's see where we're at. I'm pretty far in most of these dungeons, right? I think I'm stage 10 in pretty much all of them at this point. You can see Fire Knight there. I'm at stage 12 here on the Arcane Keep. I keep feeling like I can go higher, but I can't. Campaign, you know, I've still 3-starred everything. I have like, I started working a little bit on Nightmare, but it costs a ton of energy, so I'm probably going to leave that for a very long time. Arena, I'm chilling in Silver 4. I'm not really eager to move up to gold at this point. I think Silver 4 is going to be a better spot for me to farm. I should be able to get more wins more easily there. Also, I made another change and kind of broke my arena team. So eventually I'm going to have to fix the timing of that because I had it perfectly speed tuned. I had my arena team perfectly speed tuned where Deacon would start, get the turn meter boost and the decreased defense. And then I had Frostbringer come in with the increased speed and the increased attack buff, and then Elhain would nuke, and then I would follow it up with Rhonda to finish off the enemy. It was great. It was perfect team. And then I broke it. We're still at bronze 1 on tag team. You know, clan boss, we're basically 3 key right now. I'm able to 1 key. I think I got over 2 million on easy. Yeah, you can see I got, where am I? DeadwoodJedi, 2 million on easy breezy, and then normal. I just did a key, and I got under 1 million, which is real low for me. I should be getting like 1.5. So I don't know if I wasn't paying too close attention. I don't know if I had just bad RNG or if I have to remix my team, but I made some changes. So you know, the big thing is I finally 6-star somebody. I ended up 6-starring Rhonda. It's not really the champion I wanted the 6-star. I wanted the 6-star Alpha. Who doesn't want a 6-star Alpha? But I figured I needed more. I needed to be someone that could be a damage dealer for me, someone that could potentially farm for me, and so I opted for Rhonda. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, why would you do Rhonda? Why don't you do Elhain? That's the obvious choice. Well, I thought about it a lot. Big thing is, I don't like Elhain. And that's not fair. I do like Elhain. She was my starter in my main campaign. But the thing is that I knew in my main campaign pretty early on, there's not as much value in 6-starring her. She's going to be good for farming. Like I could 6-star and she could farm, you know, dungeons for, or what do you call it, campaign for me. But she doesn't really have any value outside of that. Rhonda, I think, does, right? She's going to help me in things like Fire Knight, Arena. I feel like clan boss, for crying out loud. So I felt like it made a lot more sense to do that. not a lot more sense, but it made more sense. But I mean, honestly, the last 3 days I've been debating it in my head, like, who do I go? Who do I 6-star? And like, I don't know that there's an easy answer for this. I just don't know that there's a perfect answer, right? Rhonda can farm brutal 12-3 for me right now, which is awesome. But it's not consistent. Sometimes she does it perfectly. Sometimes she doesn't. It kind of depends. You know, there's Lord Shazar that likes to put up bombs, and she's not quite strong enough to one-shot all the waves. And that's kind of the issue. But look, she can take out most of them here. The thing is that she has to kind of go through all that. You know, we still have to work on her cooldowns coming back. She's going to take these hits, whatever, yada, yada, yada. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, it's just not perfect right now. And that's the biggest problem, right? Like, I could manual this and I think do pretty good, but now we get to Shazar, and if she gets a bunch of bombs on herself like that, just like that, this is where it goes bad, because she doesn't have enough HP to really survive even full. Look at that. She barely does, but then she has nothing left in the tank. So I need something else on her, like a ring or an amulet or just better gear or something. Or, and I think this might actually be more important, I need to send her so she can get a freaking her passive ability with her shield. Would be really, really nice. So those are the things I'm thinking about. I could make her faster too, so she gets a second turn right away. That would be really helpful. But there's things I can do to make it work. The thing is, I tried her on my main account, right? I did her on my main account, and I was able to farm campaign very easily with her. The fun thing about that, well, she was booked. And Ascended. Those are the two things she had. But other than that, she had no gear on except for speed boots. And she was able to farm it. Not horribly consistently, but she was able to do it. So I feel like with gear on her and crit rate, she should be able to do it. It might just take a little bit of time to be able to really do that, but it's fine. I was farming 6-6 anyway. It's not going to be a big deal for me, I don't think, going forward. My biggest, I mean, really, I just don't have any gear right now is one of the biggest things. So getting some decent gear on my champions would be really, really nice. So I'm just going to kind of keep pushing things forward. Real quick before I forget, I should mention, I gave some bad advice the other day about Tag Team Arena. This early? I can't put together 3 quality teams. And so I was saying, make 2 quality teams and win. And then I did that, and I climbed, and I realized at a certain point, now you're facing 3 teams that are all really tough, and I can't win any of these fights. So I set my defense to be absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible, because I want to lose. I want to stay as low as possible. And then I would fight a team like this, right? And he probably thinks I'm just boosting his account, but if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one that comes out. And of course, if you enjoyed today's music, we have that link down below in the pinned comment and description of this video, and you can use code DeadwoodJedi, save yourself 15%. And of course, if you want some account work, you don't like doing the work yourself, I'm more than happy to do it for you. My team is at the beck and call. Just visit my website, DeadwoodJedi.com. All I'm trying to do is win 1 of the 3 fights and win it easily, and that's it. So I'm gonna lose 2 of these, but then I'll win the 3rd. And that's really all I want to do here, is by doing that, all of a sudden, see, like this one's easy, right? You can see my arena team's a little broken now. But this is the goal. This is what I really want to be able to do, is just win 1 of those 3 fights. I get my 6 gold bars, and that's it. And at that point, I'm in really good shape. And now I can go ahead and get fragments for Drexstar. I can get skill tome books, whatever it is I feel like I need. I can start collecting those bars to start getting, right? I'm probably going to just start collecting the Drexstar fragments because Drexstar is awesome. But you know, I can wait a little bit. There's no real rush. I'm getting what, 60, 120 of those every day. It's not like I'm at a point where I can actually really start accumulating a ton of them until I start winning multiple fights, right? If I can start winning, you know, if I get 6 per win, you know, 10 in 10 coins, that's what, 60, right? Do that. If I can win 3 times, then all of a sudden, and if I get one refill every day, that's now all of a sudden we're talking about something. Now we're getting somewhere where we're talking about having 360 a day, actually getting direct starter. That would be ideal, right? But right now we're not going to be able to get, I'm not going to be able to accumulate enough gold bars to get a fragment every day, but eventually we'll get to that point. So I do want to start that clock sooner rather than later, just so I can get it. But yeah, none of this is what I want to talk about today. None of this is what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about today, I'm feeling a little let down. I'm feeling a little empty. Part of that is one of the things I like about this game is being able to theory craft in my head, right? Think about what comes next. Well, I already 6-starred my champion, right? That's my Rhonda. So now, now it's like, there's such a grind to the next one. Honestly, I really wish they would give us more of those like 5-star chickens early on, more energy early on, because I'm already out, more brews. But I understand why they don't do that, because it's real tempting for me to just open up the credit card and get that stuff, right? Because I want to keep playing. I really want to keep playing, but I don't have the resources for it. This is why, like, honestly, the energy cap should be raised considerably, I think, because this is early stuff, right? I'm still my campaign is like 8 energy, right? Nightmare campaign 16 energy. How many of those can I do in a day? It's hardly anything, right? Not to mention farming dungeons. Right now it's the lower levels, 10 or 12 energy. Man, they're trying to do 25 where it's 20 energy. It's ridiculous, right? 5 energy 5 runs a refill. Bad. They really need to raise that energy cap. It's crazy. I just want more. I just want more stuff. I'm spoiled, is what it comes down to. But it's also refreshing in a certain way, because like, oh yeah, I gotta really pay attention to what I'm doing, right? You put the wrong gear on somebody, that becomes an expensive mistake. So you kind of gotta plan a little bit, kind of gotta take a little time to figure out, okay, what is it I want to do right now? I feel like, the first week you're playing, they should make gear swapping free, because that allows the new players to like, oh, this is what I can do here. I think that would be great. Or at least like have those, free gear swap days every so often. I think that would be a really, really nice thing for them to include in the game, especially early on, because it's real easy to get frustrated, disillusioned, and want to, quit playing before you even really get established in it. Like, I've been grinding my butt off, and I'm still behind compared to the competition, but all of us only have one level 60 champion. We all got to get more than that, right? We're all going to need 5. So it's going to be a bit of I don't know. I guess I can see what's coming down the road, the grind that's ahead of me, and it kind of just brought me down a little bit today. I don't know. It's funny. Like, I've had this happen a lot of times where you 6-star your champion, all of a sudden you're like, oh, right, okay. Instead of being like, yes, it's done. Sometimes you feel that way. Sometimes you do feel that way. Sometimes that letdown of like, ugh, all right. And that's because I wasn't really thrilled about 6-starring Rhonda. I wasn't thrilled about 6-starring anybody that I have, right? When I get Elva, though, I'm going to be thrilled about that, because I'm real excited to utilize her even more than I do now. She's so good. She's so good. She carries everything. Like, she literally, like, I've been having her, like, she can solo stuff. Like, it's the dumbest thing. When I was doing, this is one of the other things I was thinking about. I was actually considering 6-starring her because I knew I could solo brutal campaign with her. And because I don't get hardly any runs in, right? It's not like I do a ton of, runs or whatever, but I knew I could solo with her. I had it set up, right, where I would basically put her in my 3 food. And it's like, so I don't run the auto battles, but right now I don't have enough energy to do that anyway. I turn off her revive, which is just silly, but you turn off the revive and just let her A1 all day long. And all she does is heal herself. I mean, these are not fast runs, and in that sense, it was a little bit annoying, right? But look at this. Look at this. I mean, she's just going to, all she does is give herself continuous heal after continuous heal after continuous heal. If she has enough HP and defense not to be killed when the other team takes a turn, she'll solo it. And basically due to her, I'm able to advance so far up so many of my dungeons. I mean, I know she's the reason why I'm not like so far behind in this competition, why I'm able to stay where I'm at with things. I'm able to, waste energy in other areas of the game that maybe I probably shouldn't, not be perfectly efficient, still be competitive right now. But look at that. Look at those continuous shields. She's got 2 on every single turn. Like, it's not even a question. It's not fast, but it works. It's 100%. Never fail. There's no reason why I would. She's fast enough to take 2 turns, and that's it. Easy breezy. Take all the damage you want. It's fine. It's fine. Shazar drop some bombs. It's fine. It's fine. It's not even an issue. Not even an issue. I think I would turn on her A2 for that stage just to start. And then I don't need to use it again. I didn't do that this time, but it's fine. It still shouldn't be an issue because she's tanky enough to take the damage, even if, he's there. So, interesting times, I'd have to say. Interesting times. I'm excited to kind of like, really start getting some of these champions up. I'm really excited with the champions I do have. I think that's the biggest advantage I have right now is I have 4 to 5 champions that all synergize really well. Elva's great with everybody, obviously. Rhonda's really good with damage, and so is Elhain. Like for like dungeons and stuff like that. I think she's gonna be extremely good. But I have Venomage and I have Frostbringer, and the 2 of them synergize really well because they both have heal reduction. And so once I get Venomage, ascended and we get advantage of that passive ability, he's gonna be even stronger when combined. And she also brings decreased defense, just like Venomage. It's a real nice combination. I'm very, very happy with it, and I feel like there's just a ton of potential there. So yeah, I'm excited about a fair amount of these things. I feel like there is a lot to like. I do wish I had a Kale. That's one thing where I'm like, this guy is just stupid OP. Because if I had Kale, he would be my 6-star without doubt. The poisons he brings makes clan boss kind of trivial early on. Makes dungeons a ton easier, right? I don't have to worry about that whatsoever. And he would pair extremely well with Venomage as well. So if I could ever pull one, that would be an absolute boon for my account. But I'm also at the point where I think I'm going to be holding on to my shards, waiting for those 2x events, or waiting for some kind of event or rush or something like that, because maybe whatever the next fusion is. I have a solid roster of champions right now. I don't need to go adding to it unnecessarily, right? And so, at this point, I'm probably going to be holding on to everything unless I'm in the middle of a 2x event. And that's just where I'm going to be. So, yeah, I don't know. I do like watching Elva just kind of do this all day long. I do have her in a frost set, by the way. I don't know why, but it works. It works really well for me. So eventually I'll just get her in some like real elite speed or immortal gear, so she's like healing more and has more HP and going faster and that kind of stuff. But for right now, I don't have that kind of gear to like spread around. So this is probably what I'm going to be doing for a while. Just imagine with her passive if she's healing herself every time she takes a turn too. That would be just insane. Anyway, we'll keep it kind of short today. I think that's kind of all that's going on. Just kind of those post 6-star blues. That's what I'm going through right now. It's not the worst thing in the world, and it's just getting back on the grind, and that's the thing I got to do. Jump back on the grind and keep pushing forward. So excited about that. All right, that's all we got for today. Thank you guys for watching. One more coffee. Well, that is good. That is good. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.